Hello FCS parents, hope you guys had a great week. I did not do a Thursday Thoughts last week because I was up in Sacramento doing an accreditation for WASC at a high school up there. The worst part about being gone though is that the work does not go away. There was a lot of work waiting for me when I got back. So it's been a busy week this week, especially with so many things coming up really quickly here during the school year. The first thing I need you to know about though is that tomorrow there is no school. No school tomorrow, no school on Monday. It's a 4-day weekend for us. It's our winter break. So no school tomorrow, February 16th, Friday. And on Monday, February 19th, no school, President's Day. So 4-day weekend, again, no school tomorrow. The other thing that's right on the horizon is re-enrollment. So re-enrollment was supposed to start this week. However, there's a few changes we're making, some things we needed to work through, so we needed to push re-enrollment back a week. So it'll start on Monday, February 19th. We're off school that day, but we will hit a button and start re-enrollment on Monday. And there's a few things I need you to know about re-enrollment as well. First of all, a lot of information you need to know for next year. Tuition rates have been up on the website for a couple weeks now. There are a few more things that will be going up on the website probably tomorrow. The calendar for next school year will go up tomorrow. The revised handbook for next school year will go up for tomorrow. The handbook in particular, I really need you guys to take a look at that before you start the re-enrollment process. Part of re-enrollment, you'll actually be required to check a box that says, I have read the parent and student handbook. It's important every year that you do that. This year, there are some significant changes to a few of our policies, so you'll want to make sure you read that handbook. In particular, the attendance policy has been adjusted. The state requires certain things. We need to make sure we're in compliance with those things, so attendance policy has been adjusted. The academic assistance program has been adjusted a bit for various reasons, which I'll talk about in just a minute. And there are a few other minor changes as well. So please make sure once that goes up tomorrow, be sure to check out the Parent and Student Handbook for 2024-2025 school year. Probably the biggest change that'll take place next school year is that middle school and high school will be moving to a 4-day-a-week school schedule. Preschool and elementary will continue on a 5-day-a-week schedule. Middle school and high school going to a 4-day-a-week schedule. I've talked about it a little bit before. To the middle school and high school parents, I've sent emails and more information. We actually did a survey with parents of middle school and high school students, and it was pretty overwhelming. 84% of parents that responded were for the 4-day school week. So it does require some adjustments in terms of schedule and a few policy things that kind of need some tweaking a little bit because of that schedule. I will tell you, I originally, in the survey that you guys may have seen, I put 4 options for times. We reduced that. We're now down to just thinking about 2. We're trying to figure out which one's going to be best for us, either 7:30 to 3:15 or 7:45 to 3:30. We are definitely aware that extracurricular activities after school that may, getting out a little bit later may affect some people. So we're definitely sensitive to that. But there's a lot of other things we're making sure work in terms of, obviously, preschool and elementary still being here for 5 days and things like that. So we'll finalize that here as quickly as we can. But I want to make sure that you definitely know we are going to a 4-day schedule for middle school and high school. Middle school will actually still be able to start at 8:20. Middle school will not have to be here quite as early because you don't require as many instructional minutes for middle school as you do for high schools. High school require a lot more instructional minutes throughout the year, so they need a longer school day if we're going to go to the 4-day week schedule. And if anybody has any questions about that, I'm open to answer any questions about why we're doing it, how we're doing it, the implications of doing it. Trust me, we've gone through a million different factors in making this decision. Obviously with the school board, with the staff, with consultation with parents. I've talked to a lot of you already. So there's been a lot of consideration going into this, and we feel it's going to be the best for the school and for our students moving forward here at Fairfield Christian School. So along with that, we're always looking at ways that we can expand what we offer here at Fairfield Christian School. We're doing The Lion King this year as part of our theater club. We hadn't done any theater productions for a while since COVID because obviously we couldn't during COVID, and getting that kind of built up again is taking some time. So we're doing Lion King this year. We'd love to expand our theater program. Kids in the arts, those things are important. So we want to expand our offerings moving into the future. So we're looking at potential ways that we can do that for next school year. This year we started a robotics club, so we invested in robotics technology so that Mr. Nodine could be doing a robotics club with students. Part of that is coding, and I know he would love to do more coding with students, not just as a club, but in classes as well. So we're looking at expanding that in terms of what we're doing. And then one thing we talked about doing before COVID, and obviously COVID derailed a lot of things, but we want to get back to now, is starting an esports program here at Fairfield Christian School. If you're not familiar with esports, you should check it out. It is growing across the country. There are currently over 200 universities in this country that offer esports programs. Also offer scholarships for students in high school that participate in esports. So it's something we want to do. If you take a look at the data that's being generated, students that are involved with esports, their grades tend to go up. There tends to be more engagement. They tend to gain skills such as critical thinking skills, tactical, strategic skills, teamwork, collaborative skills. All those things are incorporated. And I know some of you are probably thinking, what is esports? It stands for electronic sports. And some of you may be thinking, oh, it's just playing video games. That is not what esports is. That's like saying somebody playing a pickup basketball game in the park on a Saturday is the same as playing high school varsity basketball at their school. There is a difference that wide between just playing video games and an esports program. You know, kids playing video games at home, that's like a pickup game in the park on Saturday. What we're talking about is a true varsity sports experience, yes, through video games and other endeavors electronically, but all the games that are chosen are all games that require teamwork. Our students would be competing together on a team against students from other schools, in other cities, sometimes in other states, occasionally in other countries. Requires teamwork, coordination. There will be practices involved. There will be coaching involved. And in addition, there are requirements. Students have to maintain a certain GPA. They have to have all their work current, or they cannot participate. So there are lots of levels to this, and it is treated just like varsity sports. Traditional varsity sports are treated in other sports programs. So again, it is a great thing. I know at Grand Canyon University, we've got a lot of our graduates there at that university now. They have a huge esports program, offer tons of scholarships. I've been in their esports arena. It's amazing. And so more and more schools are going this route, and it has been very successful. Again, I encourage you to go look up the studies online of how esports can positively impact students and schools. So we're looking to start that next year. I'm actually meeting with the students today at lunch to talk about that a little bit. So we're excited for that. And again, we want to expand schools in all directions, in all ways, so that we provide the most opportunities for these kids. Whether they're here or after they graduate, we want as many opportunities for them as possible, and we're dedicated to doing that. Obviously, we're a small school, so we're a little limited in some of the things we can do, but as we grow and as we gain more experience in doing these things, we want to do more and more for these kids. All right. As always, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions about anything going on that you might have. But again, no school tomorrow, and re-enrollment begins on Monday. All right. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. We'll see you guys real soon. God bless.